Alright. Welcome back to more Mega Man Maker. Yet again, I failed a recording, so let me just make double sure that everything is working properly. And it looks like it. Wily Tower's Roach model, made by Narfnra. 11 plays and a score of +1. As you can see, I've already played through the whole darn thing. Yeah, I recorded the video, and yeah, I never recorded any background music or, yeah, basically the game audio was not present, so I have to redo it. Gosh darn it. But yeah, all in all, it's a pretty cool stage. I did give it quite a bit of praise. It does have maybe some slightly frustrating spots here and there, and I will probably I'll point them out when we get to them. But yeah, this won't be it won't be a bashing video, so don't worry. Yeah. So yeah, oh yeah, and I did learn something interesting from watching Narfnra's little trailer. I believe it was his trailer that is posted on the forums. But yeah, you can stand on these things. I don't know if that was a thing that you could actually do in Mega Man 7, but I'm not very knowledgeable about that game, so it might be the case there too, but really I wouldn't know. Yes. Yeah, this is probably the first tricky part here. You cannot jump here because there is a there is a freaking fan there, so you have to be very careful. Yeah, let's just wait here. Dang it! There we go. Oh wow. Okay, wow, that was just barely. But yeah, and if you just go faster, you won't have to get shot in the face by that guy. Oh yeah, and here I also noticed this. If you just stand here, the roaches will just suicide nicely for you. And that was a horrible idea. Man, I just have my ammo. Oh Jesus. Dear me. Oh yeah. Dang it, I shouldn't have released my buster there. I could not move because I did it. Oh well. Yeah, I did not lose this much health by this point on my first recording. This is kind of embarrassing, actually. Oh, we hit the first checkpoint. So yeah, the first part of the stage is actually quite easy. Oh yeah, I forgot we actually had health up here. I probably didn't need to restart there, but yeah, it does have quite nice visuals. The blue mixes very well together with the red, and the purple background also fits in to the theme of the stage, very nicely. So you have to give the stage props for that. Or Narfnra. You know what? Narfnra. I'm sorry, I'm having really big issues pronouncing your name. But yeah, this part is really finicky. Ooh, like on my first playthrough, I stood too close to the wall here, and I probably got hit 3 or 4 times there. And it would be nice if you had just one more time, perhaps, to move around there. And what the heck is going on, dude? I'm glad I didn't die there. That would have sucked. Oh yeah, now we're getting to this part. To the scrapyard. It kind of looks like it. It looks kind of trashy here. Oh, dang. Oh, they are so hard to get away from, these little fuckers. Oh yeah, alright, let's just use the Star Crash. Yeah, I noticed this as well, like, since the Star Crash is such a wide hitbox, you can just really easy dispose of those guys there. I don't know what they are actually called, but, doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, this part. Oh yeah, okay. This is quite tricky. Yeah, And on my first playthrough, I actually bugged through the wall here. Like, let's see if we can make it happen again. I don't know. It did happen to me once at the very least. I believe another guy on the forums actually mentioned it as well. That it is quite likely that it will happen, or could happen. Oh, dang it! Don't miss them. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, and that room there we just were in. It is a little bit cruel having the spikes there. Just saying. You know, if you want a little bit harder stage, I guess sure have them there, but it really is frustrating to get all this way and, you know, hitting your head on the spikes there, and, you know, as you're going into the gap, and, you know, having to restart like 14, no, not 14 screens back, but, you know, a whole lot of screens back. It is a little bit frustrating. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's try and salvage this, dang it! Man, I'm sucking. Yeah, what's making this guy so hard is that, like, the roaches comes down and you have to avoid them and the boss at the same time. Oh, please don't die. And, like, if he decides to shoot as the roaches come down, you know, it just really freaks me out. Because I can't really decide what I want to do. Do I want to focus on the boss or on the roaches? And can we just... Oh! Is that a tie? Wow, I don't think I've ever died on the exact same frame before as the boss. That was quite crazy. Okay, let's try and do this a little bit better. Oh, no! I missed him. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, nice. I just barely got him there before he landed. And I missed him. Yeah, as long as you don't, like, panic, at the very least, and, you know, release those half-baked shots, you know, then you should be fine, but... Yeah, look, this wasn't all that difficult. Can you guys come down so I can mangle you? Alright, there we go. One more. Yeah, okay, so the first... my first attempt there was horrible in comparison to the second. You definitely can do that without taking damage, you know, you just have to stay calm and deal with the roaches properly, and also try and not freak out when Windman or whatever his name is, you know, shoot these little things after you. You know, you have to just calmly jump over them and at the same time launch an assault on the roaches, because you cannot have them chasing you while the boss is shooting and blowing and jumping after you. But yeah, like, all in all, a pretty cool level. My favorite part is probably the visuals of the stage. I really like the combination of the backgrounds, of the red and blue tiles, you know, and the music fit the stage well. You know, I thought that on the you know, visually, or the aesthetics and, you know, all that, you know, I think it just flowed together pretty well there. Enemy placement was done, you know, was well done. I don't think it was the strong point of the stage, but it was definitely, it still was very good. I will definitely say that. And what the hell happened to my upvote? Give it back. But I still feel like it was very good. The stage had some situations where I felt like cockroaches, you know, jump in, you know, from the seamless scrolling a little bit too soon, and it's a little bit hard to react to them. You know, thankfully there aren't like thousands of pits and spikes everywhere, so like some creators, you know, go too crazy with enemies and pits and all of that, and, you know, you end up just getting smacked down in, yeah, and dying and such. But that was definitely not the case here. Like, all in all, I felt like you balanced enemies and pits and spikes really well, you know. It does feel like a, you know, traditional Mega Man stage, so yeah, I have to give it the stage props to that. There were some frustrating parts, I guess you could say, not really for me, but I guess I could see how it could be frustrating for some people. But like, mainly that jump that you had to pull off with the star crash, you know, where where the girees was spawning in that little opening. I'll show it on the screen here. I will edit in a little clip. But yeah, like on my first playthrough, as I said, I think I got hit like 3 times or so by girees that were coming out there because I stood a little bit too far to the left, you know, too close to the wall, and like I don't know. I can see how like novice players could get frustrated at that point, and you know, also another like tricky dicky or you know a little bit harsh place or room was, you know, just outside the boss door, you know, when you had that fan blowing you up and you had to, you know, go up all the way to the roof. Then as Mega Man was going down, you had to steer left and land on the platform, and if you know, if you did it wrong, basically you would hit your head on the spike, and if that happened you would go back approximately 12 screens or so, I think, and like it might frustrate some people, those things there, but you know, I feel like if you made this level slightly easier on the whole and maybe made the giree spots or, you know, locations a little bit less threatening, I feel like this stage could get quite a few upvotes. Right now I'd say the only thing that's holding it back is probably the difficulty, because let's be real here, most people upvote easier stages that has, you know, a nice visual to it as well, you know. That's usually how it goes here on Mega Man Maker. So I feel like this stage definitely, you know, I feel it has what it takes to become a popular level. It just needs to be it needs to be reworked for casual players. Okay, whatever, you know, just whatever. But yeah, that's your call, Narfnra. I mean, if people seek a more challenging stage, you know, this is fine too. You know, for people who likes a slight, you know, a more slightly challenging stage. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, all in all, in my opinion, it is definitely worthy of a thumbs up, and I think it should have more. I do not think it is deserving of a neutral score. That's definitely, yeah, that's too low. Too low in my opinion. So yeah. Well, what can you do? Anyways, that will be it for that. So thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.